Hi, fourth grade. Welcome back. We have a fun and exciting project today. Here is a work by Chris Gilmore. I want you to take a close look. I want you to notice the color and the texture, which means how it looks like it might feel. And I want someone to raise their hand and tell us what they think this object is made out of. I hope someone said cardboard. Chris Gilmore makes artworks out of cardboard, and this is life size. So if you were to see it, it would look as big as a car. Not only does he create cars and transportation in cardboard, he also creates everyday objects. Now, these objects do not work, so if you were trying to play this instrument, you wouldn't hear anything. Or if you tried to ride this cardboard bicycle, it wouldn't get you anywhere. But it's pretty cool to look at, and it's pretty amazing that he did all of this in cardboard. With this in mind, I came up with the cardboard challenge. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use cardboard to create something. What we're going to do is we're going to use cardboard scraps, which is a recyclable way of creating art that's good for the environment, which will stretch and explore. Stretch and explore means that it is learning to reach beyond one's capacities, to explore playfully without a preconceived plan, and to embrace the opportunity to learn from mistakes. You should have walked in with two things. You should have this little square. What this is called is illustration board. It's a lot like cardboard. It's really thick. It's kind of like cereal box kind of material, but a little bit thicker. And there's two sides. There's the dark side, and then there's the white side. So what I want you to do is on this bright side, I need you to write your name. So I'm gonna write Mr. Boatfield because that is my name. You're also going to write your class code. Now I'm just gonna put CC number because I'm going to pause the video and then give you our class code so that you'll know it. And then we'll move on. Now what we're gonna do is flip this over, and you're going to attach bits of cardboard right here to create something. It can be about this high, so don't go any higher than this. So it's gonna be a little miniature. It could be a little house. It could be a statue. It could be abstract. It's totally up to you what you wanna make. On the middle table, I should have in one box some Big Boy, Big Girl scissors. Please use these today. You're gonna have to share. We have the tacky glue, which you'll use a lot of, and then you may or may not use the wood glue, but I'm gonna show you how to use these items. In the back near the printer, you should find some extra cardboard. A lot of this I will cut down into little pieces just to make it easier for you, but find a piece that you need and then take it back to your seat. I think that what I'm going to do is make a house. So I found some cardboard that I will use to create this miniature house here, but you can create whatever you'd like. I'm gonna show you some techniques that I'm gonna use to create a really cool product. Try your best to use the Big Boy, Big Girl scissors to cut shapes out of the cardboard. You will need some strong hands for this, so try your best. Just please watch your fingers. Please, please, please watch your fingers with these scissors. I'm trusting y'all that y'all are old enough to use these on your own, and we do not have to use the scissors in the bin. The scissors in the bin are for kids. These will not cut the cardboard. You'll need to use these bigger scissors. Now, there's different types of cardboard in there. There's even some more chipboard if you prefer this material over the cardboard. So now I have a side of my house. One technique that you can use is that you can trace any shapes that you want. Again, I'm just gonna use this marker because it's handy. You could also use that Sharpie that we had. And I'm gonna trace that. The reason I'm tracing that is because I want two identical pieces so that my house is symmetrical. But remember, you do not have to create a house. That is not what you have to do here. I want you to be creative, and maybe you can come up with something even cooler than mine. This is gonna be the side of my house, so I'm gonna go ahead and trace that somewhere. There's no right or wrong answer here. This is just for you to explore and kind of see how these materials will work. When you need to start gluing, you're going to glue on this little square. This is where you get to start, and this is how I know you're not making it too big because I do have to store these, so they have to be kind of small. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a little bit of tacky glue. There's a cap that I had to take off. When you use this, you should put the cap back on when you're done. You'll hear a little snap. What you're gonna do is take this cap, put it to the side. Do not lose that cap, otherwise this all dries out. And I'm going to take a little bit of this tacky glue. It's really thick, you just need a little bit. And I'm going to give it a little shake and see if I can get a nice line. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plop it down where I need it. You may have to hold it, so I'm gonna hold it for maybe 30 seconds or so, and then I'll be right back. After about 30 seconds, it can stand up by itself, but you still wanna be very, very careful because the glue is still drying, and if you knock it too hard, it will come tumbling down. Now I'm going to do the sides of my house, so same thing, and I'm giving a little bit of glue. Also, if you want to make it really structured so it's not gonna fall down, you can glue it two ways. I could glue it the same way where I did a line of glue, but I'm also gonna add a little bit of glue on the sides of this cardboard. This is called an L frame. So this will give it a little bit more stability because now there's two parts that are holding it up, not just one on the bottom. So, and then like I said, hold it for about 30 seconds, and then that should be good to go for the next piece. Another technique that I want you to know, I'm not gonna use it for mine, but you can use it for yours, is called slots. So this is kind of an engineering kind of thing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put some slots. So that means just little cuts that don't go all the way through on two pieces that you want to join together. This is gonna create what's called a joint. So I don't know if you've ever played with toys that worked like this as a kid, but what you're gonna do is you're going to take those, put them together, so kind of join the slots. You may have to push. It's cardboard, guys. It's okay. You don't have to be nice to this. And then it joins together as one. So this could be a really cool wall, or maybe I could make like a windmill with this. It's up to you. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but it's a good technique to know. There also might be times where you want something to bend, and then just doing this kind of isn't really working for you. You may need to add some slots to it. Just little ones. I usually, if I'm gonna do a bend like this, I do them on either side, and that will help it keep its shape without bending right back. And then you can, of course, put it down. You may need a little bit more glue. If for some reason this glue isn't working, you can use the wood glue. So what you're gonna do is if something is not gluing down, you'll take this back. Preferably, you have put the cap on the tacky glue. I want you to use this first, but if the tacky glue is not working, you can use the other one. Let's say I really wanna make a roof, and for some reason the tacky glue is just not cooperating today. So here's the shape I wanna put as my roof. That's about right. So when you use the wood glue, and that is if you need it, the tacky glue should work for most things, but if not, it's okay. I have a little bit of wood glue. It's just a little bit more expensive. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the top. It's not when you twist off, you actually have to pull it and then also push it closed. So pull to open, close to close it. All right. Now I'm going to take it, give it a little shake, and put just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. That's all you need. It's where I need it, and that's gonna be on the sides of the walls here. Ooh. I used way too much because I was squeezing too hard. Just kind of move it around. You do not need a lot. Now wood glue definitely needs pressure to work, so you're gonna have to hold it for at least 30 seconds or more. So I'm pretty much done. Had a little bit of excess glue situation going on there. Please make sure that you close these. If there's a little bit of glue on the sides, that's okay. It'll dry on its own and fall off, but just make sure that this is closed, that this whole bottle doesn't dry out. Same thing with the tacky glue. Do not lose the cap. You won't leave in unless there's a cap on these. When I get a moment, I might add some details, maybe some windows. I could cut a little door and then use that excess glue to glue it on. That way I'm not being wasteful. And then there's my door. Now, you don't have to make a house. That's just what I decided to do. But it needs to be miniature. It can't be too tall. The reason is I have to keep these. When you are done and finished with your cardboard exploration, please follow the green arrows all the way around the town. And then put it in one of these trays that should be on the green counter. That way I can keep it safe. So notice that it fits snugly in there. You don't want anything too big so that I don't ruin it by accident. Please put all glue away back into the bins on the middle table. Please make sure that scissors are locked and that when you're taking them in the classroom, you're holding them like this so that no one gets accidentally stabbed. If you have extra cardboard that you think someone might use, return it to the box near the printer. Otherwise, if it's something that you really think that someone would not use, especially like these little pieces right here, just throw them away. That's the easiest thing. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy making these cardboard creations. We'll have one more day to work on this next week, so if you don't finish today, that's okay. I want you to think about maybe adding your details next time. Have a great day, and I hope we have a lot of fun.